This is the Reolink Argus PT pan and tilt. It's a wireless security camera, and this is the Reolink solar panel for the Argus security camera. So let's get them out of the boxes and let's get them set up. Okay, so looking at the camera first, in that box you get a pack containing all the paperwork, including a quick start guide, a video surveillance warning sticker, a screw hole template, and some more paperwork. Then under that pack you get a Wi-Fi antenna, a micro USB cable, some mounting screws and plugs, an adjustable mounting arm, and the Argus PT camera itself. So looking at some specs of the camera, I'll put some on the screen right now, but to pick the main ones out, so the battery is a 6500 mAh rechargeable battery. Now the battery life does vary based on what settings you use, usage and temperature, and if you want to charge it or manually without using the solar panel, they advise using a 5-volt 2-amp charger. The PIR sensor range is 10 meters or 33 feet. The camera will accept up to a 64GB micro SD card. The camera, including the battery, which is built in, you can't take it out, is 470 grams in weight. And the camera and the solar panel are both rated, according to the box, at IP65. So looking around the camera, there are a few rubber bungs around it. That's to keep it weatherproof. Now under this one on the back is the on-off switch. Then up here is the micro USB socket. And next to that is the Wi-Fi antenna connection. And the antenna just screws in like this. Now going around to the front, there's a micro SD card slot, which is hidden under the actual camera lens assembly itself. Now to get to it, you just have to roll the head down like this. Obviously do this when it's switched off so you don't damage the motors. And there it is, again under a rubber bung. Now I've used a 32GB card in mine, and I set this up a couple of weeks ago. And so far it's only used about 15GB. That's mainly due to the camera only recording when movement is detected. And that saves obviously storage space and also battery life. More about that in a bit. With the camera the right way up, on the top is the mounting screw thread, and it just screws up into the mount at that point there. Now the mount will fold down to 90 degrees so you can fix it to a wall or a ceiling. So looking at the physical aspects of the camera, the build quality is excellent. The camera is pretty heavy, but the mount holds it perfectly. It doesn't get buffeted in the wind. The motion sensor can be adjusted for sensitivity, and it does seem to pick up movement from a distance. The Argus PT has motorised pan and tilt with a pan range of 355 degrees and a tilt range of 140 degrees. The static view angle is 105 degrees diagonally. Moving over to the solar panel box, inside there you get again a pack of paperwork, including a quick start guide in English and German, and another in French, Italian and Spanish. Warranty paperwork again, and a mounting guide, a selection of stickers, but this time in multiple languages. Now under that pack you get the solar panel itself and the mounting arm with screws and plugs. The solar panel has a 4-meter micro USB cable built in with a weatherproof cover. The build quality of the solar panel is also excellent, easy to install, and the cable connection to the camera is easy to fit. You just push it in. So setting the camera up was really easy, and after downloading the Reolink camera app on my phone, the camera actually talked me through the process. Literally.
Please run Reolink app, add the camera and set it up.
At each stage, the Argus PT tells you what to do. It really is well thought out.
Connection to the router succeeded. Welcome to Reolink.
So I've attached it to a fence post right there at the bottom of the garden, which is a good distance from the house. I've not measured it exactly, but it's between 20 and 30 feet. For Wi-Fi connection down here, we do have a Wi-Fi node positioned in the conservatory just over there, so you can judge the range from that. But obviously your connection will depend on how good your Wi-Fi is. Anyway, fitting it up here was easy, with me being able to screw it directly into the wooden post. For the solar panel, I've used pretty much the full 4 meter length of cable that runs all the way across there to the solar panel, and I've attached that to the fence panel and angled it to hopefully get as much light as possible into it. Now it's in a bit of a sheltered area under this tree. It does charge even on dull days, but unfortunately it's not enough to keep it up full charge. So I am thinking of moving it. They do a 4.5 meter extension cable, so I should be able to move it into a less sheltered space. Of course you don't need the solar panel, but it's going to be a pain to keep taking the camera down for recharging or to run the cabling to get power to it. So the way I've run it, like I say, it's along the top of the fence panels, and then it goes into the back of the camera, just in the top there. Now since it's been installed, we've had a few pretty torrential thunderstorms and downpours, and both the camera and solar panel have lived up to the IP65 rating. No problem, they're absolutely been working fine. So let's have a little look at the quality of the stream and the recording. Right, so as you can see me now, I'm recording this on fluent mode, which is 640 by 360 resolution, and this is at high mode or 1080p. Now you can change this to 720 if you want. Obviously the smoothness of motion increases with the lower resolutions, but you lose clarity as well. So that's it during the day. Let's have a look at what it looks like at night. And this is it in night mode. 1080p is what it's currently set at. Now it automatically switches to night mode when it loses too much light. So this is it in fluent mode now. It's 360 resolution in night mode. I'm just going to have a quick walk around the garden so you can see how far it actually picks me up from. Now we're back to 1080p high mode, so I'm going to have a walk around the garden. You can see there how well it picks me up now. Now you'll have probably seen there that a couple of lights went on in the garden. Now that didn't disrupt in any way, shape or form the image that was coming through. I think it's pretty clear unless I'm this close to it. That does tend to blank me out this close to the camera, but other than that I think it's absolutely fine quality and a really good night light. You can see pretty much everything in the garden. So that's it for the test. Let's go back to the studio. So now we're back inside, let's have a look at the app. Now I'm on the Android version. It is available for iOS and PC and Mac as well. But when you go into it, it will show you your connected cameras first of all. You can connect several cameras up to the app. And when you set the camera up, you have to set an individual camera name and separate password for each one. Tapping on the picture from the camera takes you into the live view. So, looking first at the bottom of the screen, you can see 3 icons there. Talk. So you can use the speakers on the camera to talk to anyone who is close enough to the camera to hear it, although I found this to be a little on the quiet side. PTZ, which allows you to change the pan and tilt of the camera, and it's, as I said before, motorized, so can be a little laggy, but that's to be expected with the Wi-Fi going through. And last of those three is the playback function, where you can go and watch any of the recordings that the camera has captured. In here, you choose the date you'd like to look at, and then you can select by the time of the recording. Mine are in 30-second bursts. You can change the length of the settings between 8, 15 and 30 seconds. And you can record these back to the phone in either low or high quality. Underneath the live picture are some more icons. Here you've got pause the live footage, turn on the sound so you can hear directly from the microphone on the camera, which doesn't sound too bad. Take a screenshot, record the footage, switch between high and fluent quality, and switch to full screen mode. Then looking at the live view itself, you've got the name of the camera in the bottom right, the Reolink logo watermark in the top left, and the date and time at the top in the middle. Then above it you've got the current connection speed to your camera, so you can see it change when you change the quality settings, obviously needing more bandwidth on high mode. Then you've got the alarm mode, which is bloody loud. Now it made me jump when I first tested it, and I was quite far away from it. Now you can set that to go off when any motion is detected. Not a great idea though in a garden. I can just see next door's cat setting it off at 2 AM and waking up all the neighbours. Then there's the settings cog for going into in-depth settings, like setting the network up, notifications, turning the motion sensor off. You can actually set this on a timer, so if you only want it to monitor at night, then you can do that. There's a battery monitor which will give you the current battery level and its status, so you can see there the percentage and what the charging status is. You can also set up privacy windows which black out part of the view so you don't catch your neighbours in the buff. There's loads more settings in there too, probably too many to go through here, but they're all easy to use and you'll probably be able to get the camera running just how you want. Then back in the live view screen, you've got the 3-dot menu, which allows you to choose which cameras you're looking at. You can switch between day, night and auto mode. You can go into immersive view mode. And picture in picture will allow you to do other things on your phone and run the app in a small window, which you can then drag around. Another nice feature of this camera is smart home integration, and it works perfectly with my Echo Show 5. Alexa, show me the garden cam.
Okay.
So what do I think overall? The camera itself is great quality and the Wi-Fi connection is solid for me. The picture quality is good at low quality mode and great at high mode, just as long as you've got a decent Wi-Fi signal. Being able to reposition the camera's view remotely is brilliant, and the static view angle shows everything needed. Setting it up is completely intuitive, with the camera actually talking you through the process. And the app is easy to use too. You can download the app for iOS, Android, Windows or Mac OS, so you don't even need a phone to use it, just a computer will do. So priced at about £125 for the camera and £25 for the solar panel, it's not exactly a budget purchase, but you are getting a completely wireless system for that, with the opportunity to add more cameras in the future. Regardless, I have no issue in saying that the Argus PT and the solar panel both come highly recommended. So I'll leave links to the Reolink Argus PT and the solar panel in the description below so you can check them out for yourself. I also want to say a huge thanks to my current patrons, and I'll leave links to my Patreon account in the description too, where you can donate and join these lovely people in supporting the channel. And speaking of supporting the channel, why not pop along to our Teespring store to check out our cool merch, like this t-shirt that I'm wearing in the video. So don't forget to give this video a like if you liked it. Got loads more videos coming very soon. Best way not to miss any of those is to subscribe below. It doesn't cost a thing, and if you click the bell notification icon, you'll be told every time I upload a new video. Speaking of new videos, why not watch one of our other videos on the left hand side of the screen right now? So, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.